It's just like, hey guys, it's James Fishy Life here today. I'm here with my little brother. You may have noticed him from the beta fish videos. Today we're going to be talking about how you can get into the fish keeping hobby. So my little brother's going to start off with his 2 cents that he's starting at, and then I'm going to start talking about more detailed information on like some things that you need to know to start off in the hobby.
Okay, so when you're starting off, you want to find a mentor.
Yeah, like a mentor, like somebody who's had the tank before, right?
Yeah, you like a friend. It could be even on YouTube or something. Somebody that really knows what you're into and knows what you want. And you don't really need a
you don't even need to have a 160-gallon tank to enjoy fish keeping. Even though that's pretty sweet, like that's sure. That's pretty sweet to have a bigger tank because you can have bigger, cooler fish, right? Which is amazing. But honestly, if you're gonna start off with fish keeping, get like 1 or 2 fish. I know like they go down to 2-gallon size for betas. I'm sure they go smaller, like they have bowls, like obviously. But the smallest tank that I would recommend for like neon tetras, like 4 or 5 neon tetras, would be a 2-gallon tank. This is the beta tank. Unboxing coming soon. Honestly, I guess I'm taking over his time. But obviously, a mentor. A mentor is absolutely perfect.
Necessary.
Yeah, because they'll keep you from killing your fish because they already have information on fish keeping.
And they went through the same thing.
They went through pretty much the same thing that you are going through right now. So,
some fish
can you please give an example of your mentor?
My mentor is my brother, and
I'm so flattered, man.
I've seen people on YouTube, Paul Cafro, am I saying that right?
Sure, I don't know, but
I don't know how to say his last name.
He keeps lots of fish. Like there are lots of more YouTubers that absolutely can keep fish, and you can get inspiration from them, and they give out lots of information, and they learn from their fans too. I know Paul Cafrio was gonna put wood, like a huge wood thing, in his flower horns tank.
Yeah.
And I left a comment saying, dude, that's too big of a piece of wood.
And the flower horn is gonna hit it and try to get it.
He's gonna hit it and he's gonna cut himself. But then I was also like, trim that down, like shave off the edges, like file that down and make it smaller.
That's what he did, and I think
he put it into the corner behind a bunch of plants because he has Pocladamus in there, some really rare ones. They're like $100 a pop, but he got them for pretty cheap from his friend, and he has them in there too, which need wood because they feed on wood sometimes. So yeah.
But you don't need, like we were talking about, you don't need. I mean, this is a.
They already had too big of a sneak peek. Put it down. Put it down. They have to watch our other video.
Like a tank that size isn't the. It's the best you can get for a beta. Like
honestly, when you're starting off, I don't really recommend getting any
bowl or something.
Honestly, I don't recommend getting a bowl unless you're gonna use it as like a quarantine tank for a beta fish. That's pretty much all it can be used for. 30
minutes tops in that thing or something like that.
Well, you need like a couple days for them to realize any bad things. And also, there's that. But I also wanted to state the fact that, dang it, I forgot what I was gonna say. Mentors help you plan, help you figure stuff out. There are starter kits out there that don't give you a lot of information. That's why mentors. Do your research. Watch YouTubers that know what they're talking about.
Yeah, and when you're looking for, if you want a beta,
if you're looking for
a beta
fish,
go online. Don't even try those PetSmarts or Petcos. Just try to go online.
Honestly, the only reason why we get our betas at Petco,
find the best one
at Petco. PetSmart is pretty Gucci. They have okay tanks and they have okay fish.
Yeah.
It's Petco that's really the problem. That's why we buy our beta fish from them. Just like we don't buy like the pretty ones that they have on the middle shelf where all the kids can see them. We're like they're the best ones. We go down or we go high. We find the fish that are like really struggling to be alive in the dirtiest of water, like literally eating their own poop at that point. And we rescue them. We take them in and we give them a better home. Another thing that I was gonna say is it's around the 5-minute mark, so I'm gonna go switch to my thing. When starting your fish tank, you're going to want to cycle the water, do your research on that. A good tactic is if most starter kits do come with a little thing you pour it into the cap, and it's perfectly portioned out for the tank size that you do have. And a little scratch on my glasses there. And it's perfectly portioned out for the tank size you have, and it will cycle your fish tank a whole lot faster, and it'll get it going. Another good way to cycle it more naturally is if you have a friend who has like the exact same fish tank as you, his is already cycled, he has fish in it, is to borrow a filter cartridge from him, run that in your filter for a couple days, and then switch it out for a new one. Or
it has that bacteria.
Yeah, it already has a bacteria. Or I know the filter that we have has slots for 2 cartridges and enough room for like if you're gonna have like a couple BioBars.
Ooh, that's a nice one. Coming soon with that unboxing.
It's not that tank. It's the 10-gallon in the basement. So you can have the new cartridge and then the cartridge from an already cycled tank going at the exact same time, and then slowly swap those out for newer ones, and that'll help cycle it too. Or I know that I cycled my 10-gallon tank that we used to have like right where this TV is now.
Yeah,
I cycled it by buying, I think it was like 2 or 3 feeder fish, and have them swimming around in there for a couple days, and then of course they ended up dying because feeder fish are made to die. And then I cycled at that point, tested the water. Starter kits come with a lot of stuff, but they don't tell you all the information you need. Tested the water and it was cycled and everything. The pH was good. So then I stocked it up with fish. Left for vacation with my dad. Left my mom. Trusted my mom to feed them, keep them alive. She left on vacation while we were gone. Then a couple fish died. She got back before we did, and she was like, "Oh dang, some fish died." Scooped them right out using my net, threw them into the toilet, flushed them, hopped over to Petco or PetSmart, we don't know which one. Bought a bunch of other fish, right? And then quickly dumped the fish into the thing right away because we were like 5 minutes behind her. We were about to get home. She dumped it in there, threw out all evidence, and I come home. And I'm like, can somebody please explain to me why I have 3 extra tetras? And Mom was like, maybe they had babies. I was like, I bought all males. I don't trust this. But she dumped the Petco water or PetSmart water in there, the new fish, and the new fish had ick. They killed all my fish. We went to go rinse out the fish tank, right? And I went outside, hosed it all off, dumped the natural substrate that we had into the pond. It's right over there through these windows that are giving us the light right now. And I came back inside. My little brother saw one of his friends, and this fish tank was heavy. Saw one of his friends. He ran off. I couldn't get inside of the door, right? I dropped the 10-gallon glass fish tank. Oh, man, I hate thinking about it. And that was the end of that, I guess.
I was like 5 feet away from my friend, and I just darted back, and I'm like, no.
And it's gone. It really sucked. So,
because we could have had a 10-gallon beta tank with, like,
we could have divided that in half and 5 gallons for each beta fish. That would have been pretty Gucci. So yeah, cycling your fish tank. Next is knowing your fish.
Knowing what
now,
you want.
at least
knowing what fits.
Knowing what fits you as a person. You want colorful fish, or do you want fish with personality?
If you're going to be away for a while, can your fish
survive on their own? Are they compatible with the same food, so you don't have to have
like 5
2
different
automatic
foods
feeders
like we do with the 10-gallon?
Sure. We only have 2 different foods.
Yeah, but it's confusing. Sure.
It's confusing. But honestly, tropical tanks are the most common right now, with a bunch of tropical fish, cichlids, all those types of things, which we're gonna. Don't tell anybody, but I'm hoping to get a cichlid tank this summer.
You don't know if that's true?
You don't know if that's true, or you don't know if it's not. You just don't know.
Might be a couple of tanks coming soon, you don't know?
Might have a expansion coming soon. But yeah, gonna be a little bit of a longer video. Knowing what fish are compatible, knowing what fish can go inside of your tank size, is great. PetSmart now has tags with all the information on your fish, how big they're gonna get, the maximum tank size.
Petco might.
I don't know. We haven't really gone to a Petco in a long time.
Reasons why.
Obviously, just search up why Petco's bad for buying your fish. Obvious reasons. But next is picking the right fish. you don't want to pick, well, in the 160 gallon that we used to have, we had this really mean fish, right? And he ate all the other fish, so we ended up having to get rid of him. So we gave it to somebody else with the fish tank filled with them. We don't know what type of fish it was. It was honestly, the Petco guy said, yeah, he'll go in your tank. So we kind of took him.
We were beginners, right?
Because you were like 2, shut up. So we kind of took him and we put him in there, ate all the other fish, had to get rid of him.
That sucked.
I can't remember what fish it was, but yeah. So that's pretty much it. Honestly, do your research, find a mentor. PetSmart is a pretty cool guys now. They'll help you out. So really, see you tomorrow with the unboxing of the 2-gallon beta fish tank. See you with the setup, and see you when it's fully done. That's pretty much will be in the same entire video over there. Probably going to be a long video too. So this is James Fishy Life with Jonathan's fishy little buddy over here, and we'll see you next. We'll see you tomorrow actually, when the video goes up. So have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're really watching this, and see y'all in the next.